Who in the hell is that?
That there's Forrest Gump, Coach.
And can you believe it? I got to go to college too.
The next day now from the video explaining looking at percentual bottom, and it's starting to move up now. Got a position place, so let's just talk about some of the details. Daily candle closing above that level. Pretty much nothing to report there. It's currently pushing up above that daily level. So last night we had almost like a rejection of this level, and a little bit concerning, but watching the move play out, realised that it was a little bit of a trick. Okay, so if we can close back above this daily level today, that'll be great news. Something that I didn't mention yesterday with regards to this Overwatch. Okay, this Overwatch is programmed with the open, high, low, and close in mind. So it's not just like a normal oscillator. It takes into account the wicks, etc. So we've got this wick low here with this level, and you know, you can see this candle, very, very strong candle, moving down, okay, bringing a lot of strength. And if you look here, this hasn't gone lower than this previous wick, hence the dotted line. Now look at the Overwatch, this is way lower than this wick, okay, so there's a hidden bullish divergence. We've got this wick as well, so when we just pull this across, it's a bit lower. So lower than this wick, and I mean this is low. Okay, so that's the daily. Looking at the 4 hour, nailed it. Trend line, 4 hour area, the bottom level of that wave, and pretty much that moved down yesterday. So as you can see, this move here, boom, spike, very close to, just almost like dipped below that previous low, and then forced its way back up, and then it's pumping up now. So we had that divergence on the 4 hour, amazing. And now the 4 hour is just crossing up the EMA, which is great news. Okay, so moving down again, 1 hour. The 1 hour looks good as well, so the divergence was there, and as you can see, it was grinding up. We're just tipping the underside of that scalper. I mean, look at how accurate that is. I mean, you don't even need to do any analysis or anything. I mean, some of the analysis would be something like this bottom level here, and you know, you can see it's retested the underside, come up again, retested it, rejecting it, hit the scalper, and then bang. And then this, look, has pushed down almost like a pip or two, and then bang, trapped them. So since then we're breaking up back above the scalper. We've broken above that level that was rejected, and we've broken into up past the boundary cloud, and we're heading towards the wave. Right, so let's just have a quick look at that ripple chart. So just want to talk about how execute this entry here, you know, right at that point, because really, as this is coming down here, you know, we've got these divergences printed in. In fact, let's just do a very, very short replay. So, you know, as you can appreciate, the chart looks like this at the moment. And, you know, without looking at any of the other charts, we know that there's a ceiling up the top here. So as this starts to, you know, move down, as you can see, it's broken, it's kind of rejected that wave on the ripple chart, broken back below, and then there's some falling candles happening. Now this is the point of these falling candles. I'm looking at this Overwatch down at the bottom pane, okay, I'm looking at that previous divergence low and just watching. Okay, so I'll just talk each candle out. So as you can see here, like you know, we're at this low here. We're coming down. We're not really lower than this previous peak yet. So it's the chart knows what it's doing. It knows where it's stopping, why, and allowing some consolidation for everything to reset, so it can potentially go lower or so on. So as you can see, it's just popping back up. Okay, and then it goes for it. Look, it's literally big candles coming, so it's like a bit of a shock. Now look at what the Overwatch is doing. For a start, that previous low that it's just done, it's diverted. You know, this is trying the price is pushing lower. The Overwatch is just doing nothing. So pretty much that's the reason why I entered in that position there. So there's that double bottom there as well. And we're just pulling up a stop loss that's wide enough to get in there. And as you can see, that dip down, pretty much no drawdown there, and then large candle coming up, and then that was it. It's pretty much moving up now. And there's a little bit of a gap in data with the BitMEX there. I'm not too sure what's going on, but it's been happening quite regular as of late. So yeah, cool. Yeah, so with that being said, I think I'm going to log off now, but just a quick mention on the FracShare. You know, this is, you know, this has always been my go-to. In fact, let's just jump on a high time frame. So just a quick mention about FracShare, because this outperforms the market when, you know, everything's collapsing. It's going to outperform the market. So let's just put Bitcoin on this chart. Okay, so if you look here, the Bitcoin chart is falling quite rapidly. Okay, falling quite rapidly here, and as you can see, FracShare moving up. Now when we start to measure these moves from this double bottom here up to the peak, you know, 15%. Now as Bitcoin's moving down, it had like a, what, 10% move down, so that's something to take note of. I couldn't ignore that. Trading FracShare, and it's all good, so keep your eye on that. Okay, so that's me. Take care, guys.
Actually, I just want to say a number. 0. Today, we received news that our economy had 0% inflation in the month of July. 0%.
Fucking 0.